Rough videos.
Hi, my ILS students. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. We are doing our math using our ruler this week. And Miss Kelly sent everybody home a ruler with our week 11 packet. We have talked about using it to measure multiple things. We've talked about more or less or equal. We've talked about using it for even addition, for adding. And now we're going to talk about using it for subtraction. So Miss Kelly, a lot of times if I'm packing things, I need to know what size they are, or if I'm moving, like Miss Kelly is trying to figure out what will fit into what space. And for that, that's one of those really important times where you need to measure it before you pick up that really heavy piece of furniture and put it into a spot. It's much easier if you can take a ruler and say, oh, I only have this much space. Well, using subtraction might be if that item has more pieces to it than one, then maybe you can just take one of the pieces. So just to give you examples of that, Miss Kelly brought some items that we can use to measure and then subtract from them. So we used it for addition. Now we're going to use this for subtraction. So if I have a key, that's how long my key is. So let me measure it. Let me get it on the right side. It's just over 5 inches. Well, what if I were to take just the key off? Well, I don't have to see how long it'll be if I take the key off. I could just measure the key and subtract it. So let's try that. Look at that, the key is 2.5 inches. So it would take away 2.5 inches. Well, to check my math, I can take these two and measure them. And look at that. It's just under 3 inches. So if you take 2 from 5, 5 minus 2, you have 3 inches. Remember how we're trying to just round up. If you want to do the points, you can, but for now. So what about a sock? How long is this sock? Wow, this sock is right at 12 inches, maybe even a little longer. Yeah, just a little bit longer. So I'm curious, what's half of the sock size? So if I fold them together in half, so I'm going to put 13 inches, and then half of that would be, let's measure, look at that, 6.5 inches. It's almost exactly half. So if I were to minus half of it, I would still equal our 6.5 inches. What about paper? Paper, sometimes, like when we're doing cards, we need to have certain size of the paper. And what if they say you can only have let's say a 6-inch piece of paper. So here I am looking at this. This is 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches, but I'm only allowed to have 6 inches. Well, I can fold it right at that 6-inch mark. Let's see. We're going to try doing it just the way it is. Let's see. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Is that about right? I'm measuring it. That's why I'm using my tape measure, my little ruler. I think it's right here. Okay, I think I see the line where I can fold it over. All I can use is 6 inches, right? So how much do I have to cut off? How much do I have to cut off? Well, you can do that by measuring how long that piece is you just folded over. How much do I have to cut off? Well, let's make sure you got it marked so you can see where your measuring it from. I'll mark it right in that crease so you can see this. How much do I have to cut off? I have to cut off just under 4.5 inches, which would make sense. So the 10.5 minus 6 would be 4.5 inches. If we were gonna just eliminate all these, if it was 10 inches, take away 6 would equal 4. So you can do this with so many things. You can do your hand, how long is it, the opposite of how we did addition. But these are just ways to think about, what do I have to do, what do I have to take away to fit that into a spot? Or what do I have to take away so that I can use it the right size? I hope you guys enjoy using the ruler this week, and next week we will be using the calculator. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Brush videos.